For me to be inducted into the Reds Hall of Fame, it really means a lot. I don't know if it was the writers, I don't know if it's the fans, but I'm here, and I'm happy that I can say that I'm here. Uh, just to be in the class with everybody that's going in right now, it's a blessing. And also for the people that was before me that's in the Red Hall of Fame. I've been there I was with the Reds maybe 11 years, I think. And for me to go see them have their speeches and meet everybody, one of my favorite Reds is Eric Davis, and just talking to him being around Barry Larkin, those guys. I have a lot of stories and I have a lot of history. And for me to say that I'm a Red for life, it really means a lot.
Brandon, you
Br-
obviously you. Oh, I'm sorry, Bill. Why don't you go ahead, man?
Oh, okay. Brandon, you started, I remember your pro career with the Expos, then you went to Cleveland, and then you were traded to the Reds. Could you tell me what was it like to finally get that break with the Reds? Because I remember you wanted a big chance with the Expos and Indians. You didn't get it. But tell me what it meant to finally get that break with the Reds.
Uh, it was a journey, it was a journey. When I was with the Expos, they ended up calling me, but then next, right when they called me to come up there, I ended up getting traded to the Cleveland Indians, and it was crazy. So then, when I was with the Indians, Eric Wedge was the manager at the time, and being with them from 2002 to 2005. When you're a rookie, I mean, the hazing and coming up through the organization is totally different. I mean, it's totally different now because you can't do the rookie kind of hazing. I was young, they called me franchise when I was over there because I was supposed to be the future over there. So I have many stories about the franchise too. But the spring training I had with the Indians in 2006, it was the best spring training I ever had. And I thought I was going to make the team. I thought I was going to be the guy with the Indians. And then next thing you know, I ended up getting designated. And I went home to go practice with my high school at Reed End High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And, I felt like a failure for the first time in my career. And, I ended up getting a call from Wayne Krisky at the time. And he was like, Brandon, we want you to come here and be the player that you was in spring training. And then when I ended up getting there, uh, I got called in the office with Jerry Naron at the time and Wayne Krisky. And Jerry Naron said, Brandon, hey, we want you to be yourself. Play the game the best way you know how. If you don't do it your way, you're going to do it our way. I saluted him. That's all I need to hear. And the rest was history. And, I became the guy that Cincinnati was looking for all those years. And like I said, man, it changed my whole career, period.
Brandon, you had success individually um, during your time in Cincinnati. The team had success, but I wonder through all of that, did you like? And it was there were incredible highlights that you would see on Sports Center and all that. But so you must have had a sense that it was going well, obviously. But did you realize that you were like making an impact on the level of a Reds Hall of Famer? That sounds silly coming out of my mouth because I know
No, you good.
you're not thinking Hall of Fame in the moment, I'm sure, but just I'm sure you couldn't have dreamt it was going that well.
To tell you the truth, man, I really didn't know that much about the Reds history. I didn't really know that much about baseball really coming into it. I just love playing the game. And I didn't really start thinking about that stuff till Scott Rowland came to the Reds, to be honest. Other than that, I was just being the guy, just playing the game, being flashy. Baseball was boring as hell to me. So I was just basically just playing the game the best way I know how, I wasn't thinking about any stats. And then, Scott Rowland came over there. He taught us how to win. And, and that's what changed my mindset about baseball. And, and he was a blessing in disguise to me also because he really taught me how to be that all-around player, how to be a great teammate, how to do all that kind of stuff. Because before he got there, I had King Griffey there, I had Adam Dunn, I had all those vets, and I was still young. but I had those vets there, and we were just playing the game just to win and just have fun. Like it was like club Great American Ballpark when we was there. And just when Scott Rowland came over there and Dusty Baker, uh, and that's when winning kicked in, and that right there, that's when they really turned me to a totally different total package player. And I just went out there hurt. I went out there playing for the fans. I went out there playing for the whole city, and I tried to put the whole city in my back. And I hope I did a pretty good job.
Thanks a lot,
Hey, Brandon, congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, sir.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about Dusty and what kind of impact he had on your career. And obviously, you always played with a lot of energy, but I'm wondering if Dusty also influenced your discipline for the game of baseball.
Yeah, man, that's a good question. Dexter Baker was like a father figure to me. I mean, he kind of looked like my daddy, a little bit, to be honest. I mean, minus the toothpick and the wristbands. So if my dad had that kind of stuff, he'd look just like him. But the way that Dusty, he was a player's coach. And I loved everything about Dusty. He let me be myself. He also got in my ass when he needed to, and I really needed that. You know what I'm saying? So he really, when I didn't do the right thing, he'll take me out, or he'll put me on the bench, or he'll call me in his office. Be like, "Hey, that's a warning. All right, now we ain't playing that. This we over here trying to win. We trying to all win. It's not just about you." So he really like put his foot in my butt when he really needed to. And I mean, he's a student of the game, even though he knows everything about it. And we didn't start winning until he got there on a consistent basis. I mean, to be honest, I mean, either if you loved him or you really hate him, but a lot of people loved and respect him in the game. And I still talk to him still to this day. And he really elevated my game to another level. And and I really appreciate him and thank him because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had the career that I really had.
Thank you.
Brandon, Bill Latson again. I'm just curious, what is your best moment as a Red?
Oh man, that's a good question. I had so many great memories of the Reds. It's kind of hard to pick one, but I probably say my best moment. I'm gonna say as of right now, that's not the right answer right now because that's a good question. I never thought about it, but just calling Cincinnati home my first time, just walking through that clubhouse to say that it felt like home when I was there when I walked in my very first opening day. When I got called up, it wasn't opening day; it was the second day because Ray Almeida was playing. He still had my number. I had to take off his back. I needed that. So, so I could probably say my very first game at that field, and I felt like that was like my greatest moment because I felt like um I was home. And I felt like that's where I needed to be, and I can say that. I probably say that's my best moment. Yes, other than the walk off against the Cardinals and stuff. See, I have so many. It's so many I can really say, but I'm just gonna say that, man. It just feel good just to say I can call Cincinnati home.